How do I counsel the buyer that now is the time to buy? We have to realize that they're getting all sorts of advice from all sorts of people. They might take a look at a house and go home and talk to Uncle Charlie or Aunt Susie, and they bought a house 50 years ago for $30,000, and they think they know that this house someday is going to be worth $30,000 that they're looking at today. We both know that's not true, but we also know they're getting that type of advice from some people. In order to combat that, we have to listen to what Howard Britton, one of the greatest real estate trainers in the country, said in Real Estate Magazine. Today's realtors require to do constant research and evaluation of the market and to effectively interpret and present that data. So I want to give you a couple of graphs that will help the buyer see that now is definitely a good time to buy. The first graph is the Westcourt Fund's cycle of investment. And what you see here is the actual cycle, whether you're buying real estate, stocks, if you were buying fine art or precious metals. There's a cycle to every investment. It starts with optimism, goes to excitement, then goes to euphoria. If we take a look back at 2003 to 2006, that's what happened in the real estate market. People were buying houses, and by the time they closed on it, it was worth $10,000 more, and 6 months later, it might have been worth $20,000 or $30,000 more. They were so excited about it. But then the cycle continued, and prices started to fall. First, they got into denial, then fear, then panic. And right now, where we're at is a despondency, almost a depression state, as it shows in the graph. But this is going to be short-lived, and we're going to come back the other side to hope and optimism, and the cycle starts all over again. Well, we have to let the buyers understand that there's a point of maximum risk and a point of maximum opportunity. And we have to let them see where those points are. Actually, when everyone else is buying and the prices are up, that's the point of greatest risk because prices have to come down. The point of maximum opportunity is when you hit the bottom of the cycle where we are right now. Let them see this. And when you combine this with the next graph, which is the PMI, Private Mortgage Insurance, Value of Home Ownership Study, what you can see is they've studied loans, over 5,000 loans over a 15-year period. And they looked at how much the people made in appreciation and return on investment by purchasing those homes. If we look at the red boxes, we can see that after 5 years, there was a 35% appreciation, 10 years, a 71% appreciation, and after 15 years, 110% appreciation. But very few of us deal with buyers that are all cash buyers. Most of us deal with people that are trying to put down, a minimum down payment, in some cases the least possible. Well, really, the return that they're getting is on the cash they put down. So we could see in this particular case, the average down payment on the loans they studied were a little under 20%. So now let's take a look at the return on the investment, the cash in. Well, after 5 years, you're cash in, and when you purchase a house, your return is 139%. After 10 years, it's 301%. And after 15 years, it's 498%. Is every time a good time to buy a house? Yeah, because it's a long-term investment, not a short-term investment. As a matter of fact, on the investment front, let's look at the last slide in this category for this question. What I did is I went back and said if you put $100,000 into any one of these four investments on January 1st, 2000, what would you have in your pocket on December 31st, 2008? I took an 8-year period, the most recent 8-year period. If you put $100,000 in the Dow, right now you'd have a little bit more than $80,000 left. Now, I'm not talking about an $80,000 return. I'm talking about of the original 100, you only have 80,000 left. If you put the 100 into the S&P, right now you're looking at less than $65,000 left in your account. And if you put that $100,000 into the NASDAQ, you have about $40,000 left. You lost almost $60,000. Now that same $100,000, if you put it into a real estate purchase on January 1st, 2000, today, or actually December 31st, 2008, you would have had almost a 70% return on that $100,000. You'd have $170,000. So even though there are a lot of people beating up real estate as an investment right now, give your buyers the proof. And the proof is in the pudding. The proof are in these charts. Now's the time to buy. It's a great investment. And you can prove it's a better investment than anything else they're going to invest in. Use this. Enjoy it. Build your business. Get in front of those buyers right now.